Hey boys and girls, welcome back for another math lesson. Today we are still working with statistics and sets of data, but instead, remember the last video you watched, you found how to find the mean, so like the average between a set of numbers. Today we're going to be finding the median and the mode, words you maybe probably never heard of before, but I've got a few tricks to help you out, so I'm going to head to the front so we can get started. So when we have a set of data, I already taught you how to find the mean, right? And the mean is kind of like the average. Not kind of, it is the average, okay? Today, we're gonna find the median. And the median, the way I like to remember it is that median kind of sounds like middle. So we're trying to find the number that's in the middle. And mode kind of sounds like most. So we're trying to see which number occurs the most often. So let's just get started, okay? Here we have a set of data, number of text messages per day sent between these 5 people, okay? In order to find the median, hold on, my phone's ringing. First thing I want to do when I'm trying to find the middle, the median, okay, I'll do this one in black, is that I need to line the numbers up from smallest to biggest. That's the only way this works. Okay, if you don't line them up from smallest to biggest, then you're never going to get the right answer. So let's start. The smallest number I have is 10. Now, I like to cross these off as I go so I don't accidentally use it twice. The next smallest is 15, and then 18, and 20 and 22. All right. Now, here's what I do. In order to find the number that's in the middle, it might be kind of obvious in this situation, but sometimes you're going to have really long pieces of data and you're going to have to work it out till you find the middle. So here's what I do. Cross off one on the front, cross off one on the back, cross off one on the front, cross off one on the back, and then you have your number in the middle. So your median of this set of data is just simply 18. And that's it. The median is very simple. Okay? Now let's look at mode. Remember, I said mode kind of sounds like the word most. So which number occurs the most often? Well, do we have any repeats in this set of data? Is there any number that's up there more than once? No. So do we have a mode? We would just put none. There isn't one. There are no numbers that come up more than one time. And that's it, boys and girls. This is pretty easy. Let's do another one. Oh, I don't have one on that slide. Here we go. Find the median and mode of this set of data. I'm talking about bowling scores. So first thing, line them up from biggest to smallest. So, or sorry, smallest to biggest. I'm going to confuse you. Smallest to biggest. So looking at this data, I think 90 is going to be my smallest. So I'm going to start with 90. And then what? 105, and then 120. 125, 135. What's going to come next? 45. Ooh, I should have moved all this up a little bit. Hold on. Let me move that up. There we go. Okay, so I just did 145. I have two 160s, so yes, you have to write it both times. And then I've got a 175 and 205. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is find the median. Median, middle. Which number's in the middle? And this is why crossing them off becomes very helpful. So I'm going to cross one off on each end, and then I'm going to cross another one off, and another one, and then another one, and oh my goodness, what happens if I cross off the next two? I have nothing. I have no number in the middle. So guess what you're going to do? You get to find the average of those two numbers. So if you ever end up in a situation like this, where there is no exact middle number, you take 135 plus 134. No, sorry, it's 135 plus 145, and you divide by 2. So 135 plus 145 is 280. 280 divided by 2 is 140. So my median is 140. That's how you do that if you come up with a number that doesn't, or I guess a set of data that's not right. Oh, there it goes. Okay, where you don't have an exact number in the middle. Let's do most for mode. Which number occurs the most? Are there any repeats of numbers here? Yeah, I see a 160 and a 160, so there's a repeat. Are there any others? I don't think so. So the only number that occurs the most often is 160. That's it. That's your median. That's your mode. Let's see what else we got. Okay, the list shows the favorite types of movies for a group of people. Organize the data in a table and then find the mode. Ooh, okay, so we got favorite types of movies. First thing it says is to organize it into a table. So I'm just going to do something like this. Okay, I'm going to do the types of movies on this side and the numbers on this side. So what types of movies do we have here? I see a comedy. I see horror. Ooh, horror movies, not my favorite. Drama's always good. What else do you see? I see action. And I think that might be it. I don't think I see any more. So now we just count. And again, I'm going to cross these off as I go so I don't recount anything. So let's start with comedy. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Comedy. People chose comedy as their favorite. For horror, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 horror movies. Drama is next. We have 1, 2, 3, just 4. So drama is 4. And last we have action. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 action movies. And now we have to look at this. They want us to find the mode. So mode is the most. Which movie up here got the most amount of votes? That would be comedy. So we would say that comedy is the mode of this set of data. Okay, so that's how you're going to do that if you're trying to set up a table. Let's see, we're not going to do another one. Okay, look at this one. 7 competitors eat 26, 33, 34, 2, 32, 34, and 42 bugs in a bug eating contest. Oh boy. So we need to find the mean, median, and mode of the data with and without the outlier. And which measure does the outlier affect the most? Okay. So did everyone catch that, what we need to do here? They want us to find all 3. So we're going to have to find the mean, the median, and the mode. And they want us to find it with and without. So with the outlier and without the outlier. Oh boy. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. I'm going to do all my numbers for with an outlier in red. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is start with the mean. Okay, and that means I'm going to add up all of the numbers and divide by how many numbers there are. So I'm going to do 26 plus 33 plus 34 plus 2 plus 32 plus 34 plus 42. Okay, and that equals 203. So if I were to add all these up, I would get 203, and then I need to divide by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people. Oh yeah, it said that, 7, right? So we just divide by 7, and we get 29. So the mean with the outlier is 29. Okay, the next thing we need to find is the median. And in order to find a median, we have to list the numbers from smallest to biggest. Okay, so my smallest number is 2. And then my next smallest number is 26. And what do I got? 32, 33. Then, oh, there's two 34s. So I'm going to write 34 2 times. And then my biggest one is 42. Okay? Now, you know I'm going to cross these off as I go. So one off the front and the back, front and back, front and back. My median is 33. Okay? Now we need to know which number occurs the most. Well, the only one I see a repeat of is 34. So we'll put 34 there. Now we're going to do it without, and I'm going to do without in blue. Okay? So now we need to identify the outlier, or outlier, whatever you want to say. Okay? What's the outlier in this set of data? Well, I think that's pretty obviously 2, isn't it? Everything else is right around the 30, 40, even the 26 is pretty good. So let's not use the 2. Okay? We're not going to use the 2 this time. So we're going to add all these up. We're going to do 26 plus 33 plus 34 plus 32, 34, and 42. 201. Okay? Add those all up, and it's going to equal 201. And this time, we're only going to divide by 6 because we took one of the numbers out. When you divide by 6, you get 33.5. All right. Here's what we're going to do. We have to keep our numbers in order from biggest to smallest, but this time we're not using the median, we're not using the outlier. So I'm just going to rewrite everything and just skip the 2. Okay? So we're going to start in the front and the back, and the front and the back. Oh, and now I have 2 numbers. So add them up. 33 plus 34 is 67, and then divide by 2. You should get 33.5. So my middle number is 33.5. And my mode is still 34. That hasn't changed. So I'm going to do 34 for my mode. Okay, now I've done everything they've asked, right? I found the mean, median, and mode with and without the outlier. So their final question is, which measure does the outlier affect the most? Well, if we look at median, we're jumping from 29 to 33.5. So a significant jump there. For a median, we're just jumping up half of a number, only up half. In mode, it's the exact same number. So which measure does the outlier affect the most with this set of data? Yeah, it's going to be the mean. We would say that it's going to affect the mean the most because that was the biggest change between those 2 numbers. And that's how you're going to do that. Each of those individual things, mean, median, and mode, in and of itself is not super difficult. It's just going to be remembering which one is which. Okay, so that's why median, middle, mode, most, and then mean just is the average. Add them up and divide. Okay, so hopefully that helps. Good luck with your assignment, and if you need to, you can just keep watching this over again.